what happened the first time that someone didn't pay you?
I mean, it's one of those things you got to tread lightly because you got to figure out who the customer is, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, as someone that is pretty, I would say, savvy when it comes to things, I'll do a background check on the person, right? And I had a private investigator that worked for me that was ex-DEA, and he worked for the government, and he was retired, and he had access to all the databases. And he came to me and said, hey, for this X amount of dollars, I can get you information on anybody. And I used this service, and he would get me the names of where the people lived, who their family members were, if they had kids. And for me, as a bookie, I just warn them, you don't want to pay me? Okay, I'm just letting you know it's out of my hands from now on. It goes to my collection department. In my collection department, we got guys that are 6'6" Samoans from Booyah tribe, and they're willing to do.
Wait, actual Booyah tribe?
Yeah, Booyah. Cobra. Booyah tribe. Cobra's my boy.
Okay.
Cobra's in the documentary.
Got it.
And I say, hey.
Well, those guys are pretty scary. Yeah, I feel
you remember Godfather and Cobra? Yeah. I mean, they're nothing nice.
Yeah, he passed away, right?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So I say, listen, it's out of my hands, and trust me, you do not want to see the guy that's next in line to take over this, because it's not going to be pretty.
Okay.
So that's the scare tactic we use. We hope it never gets to that, but if we have to, we will. And usually they pay. If they don't, we say, okay, you know what? Let's try the father first. So we call the dad and we say, hey, your son owes a lot of money to the Beto dog. We don't want to see anything happen to him. You want to take care of this? And usually the father will pay. If the father knows his son's a degenerate, which I've had, they say, you know what? He's on his own. Do what you got to do. It's happened. And that's when we call Cobra. Cobra now, him, 6'6", tatted head to toe. He shows up. Usually just the knock on the door with Cobra works every time. That's him and I have a rule. Like, hey, we don't put hands on him. You don't say shit. I'll go with you. Just look at him like you're a fucking pit bull. And he'll just stand there. He won't even talk. I've had meetings in Newport Beach. A guy owed us $100,000. And we sat down at this breakfast spot, and Cobra just fucking sat there and looked at him. And the guy was like, okay, I'm going to call my mom right now, and I'm going to pay, I promise. He gets on the phone with his mom. Mom, I need you to put money in my Bank of America. And within a half an hour, he's pulling out $9,900 cash, because that's the limit you can pull out in cash. And I said, I don't want to bring Cobra again, because I know what a Cobra cost me. It's 50% on the dollar. So every time I bring him, I'm cutting it in half.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get to that level because it's costing me too much money. But if it does, it happens. And my collection ratio is like 90% in the business.